So when I got to the station this morning, would you believe the train was late? Leaves on the line, it's that time of year.
Most of us find speaking as easy as breathing. Without effort, we make sounds that come out of our mouths as words and sentences. We can see that speaking involves moving the jaw, tongue, and lips. But where are the sounds of speech generated? The most important part of the story of speech starts here, under the jaw, situated in the windpipe between the lungs and the mouth. It is the larynx, sometimes known as the voice box. In this video, we will take a look inside the larynx to see how it works. On this diagram of the vocal tract, we follow the path of air as first we breathe in, so that air flows in through the nose and mouth, down the windpipe and into the lungs. When we breathe out, the air flows from the lungs, up the windpipe, through the larynx and out of the nose and mouth. When we speak, we use the outgoing flow of air to make a buzzing sound in the larynx. Let's take a look at the larynx to see what it is doing when it is making a sound. We can send a small camera into the nose and then look down into the back of the mouth to see the larynx vibrating. We'll follow the camera as it goes through the left nostril and into the nose. Here we see the cartilage that makes up the nose itself. Now we are moving to the back of the nasal cavity. The moving flap of skin at the bottom of the picture is the soft palate. This moves up and down to control the flow of air through the nose. We follow the camera as it bends down into the back of the mouth, and at last we get a view of the larynx itself. The small white membranes in the centre of the picture are the vocal folds. These are the parts of the larynx that actually vibrate to make sound. When the vocal folds vibrate, they appear blurred. This is because they are vibrating quite rapidly, here about 100 times per second. Here is a model of the inside of the larynx showing the vocal folds. Outside is a ring of cartilage or Adam's apple that supports and protects the folds. The folds can be pulled together across the windpipe when we want to speak, and they can be pulled apart when we want to breathe. The gap between the vocal folds is called the glottis. To see the vocal folds vibrating more clearly, we will use a modern medical stroboscope to slow down their movement. The air from the lungs pushes the vocal folds apart, and then they snap back together again to form a regular cycle of vibration, which generates the buzzing sound that we call voice. To change the pitch of the voice, the vocal folds can be stretched to increase their tension. This makes them vibrate more rapidly, and the pitch of the voice increases. If the vocal folds are shortened, the tension is reduced, and they vibrate more slowly. This makes the pitch of the voice decrease. Changing how strongly the vocal folds are pressed together can affect the quality of the voice. If the folds are weakly approximated, then a steady flow of air escapes while the folds are vibrating. This gives the voice a breathy quality. If the folds are strongly approximated and also low in tension, then air trickles through rather irregularly, and a rough voice quality called creaky voice results. In this video, we have seen how our voice is generated by the vibrating vocal folds in the larynx. It is the sounds generated by the larynx that are subsequently shaped by movements of the tongue, jaw, and lips that enable us to make all the different words that make up spoken language.